No pants, no drawers, no nothing. I hate bananas. Oh, that was about to make me cry. I'm so sensitive. And I want to just light some stuff on fire. Fire me to get a machete. Like, I literally had a stalker. To be the life of Anaya Chelsea. Hey y'all, my name is Anaya Chelsea, but you can call me AC, and welcome to my channel. So today's video, I am doing an updated Q&A. I know that a couple of people on my channel have been asking for that, and I really feel like I'm a new person. Really, every few months, I feel like I'm a new person. But definitely since the last time that I did a Q&A, I'll link it. But let's get into it. Your age. I am 23 years old, guys. How do you balance your new job with making content and your hobbies? So I'm an admissions counselor, meaning I recruit high school students to come to my university. So I'll go and I work college fairs, I go to high schools and I talk to students. I have to travel around different parts of Alabama, and with that meshes perfectly with my content. As y'all know, I'm a food and lifestyle creator. So when I get off work, I'm in a new town, I'm in a new city, so I get to try their new food scene, and then I just make content. It kind of like goes together. If y'all have watched any of my other videos, y'all know that I wasn't really expecting to kind of like that job, but I love it. Do you ever get burnt out, and how do you get rid of that feeling? I'm not gonna lie, when I first started this job, I did get extremely burnt out with all the driving, because it is like a lot of driving back and forth. Things are just going like this. Yes, I do get burnt out sometimes. The best way for me to get out of the feeling of being burnt out is literally to go outside and touch some grass. Nature recharges my social battery, so I'll literally go outside, touch some grass, meditate, journal, stuff like that keeps me grounded. How influential was your family throughout your life? Me and my family are extremely close. Like, I love them to death, so they do influence me. A lot of the things that I do content-wise and just life-wise, like, they motivate me to be a better person, to be a better sister, to be a better daughter. And I want to be a great role model to my siblings. That's very important to me. And I know they're gonna watch this video. Love y'all. What's an anime character that you relate to and why? Ooh, okay, that's a good question. I'm gonna go with Akane from Psycho Pass. I love Psycho Pass and I love me some Akane. I just feel like the way that she thinks really aligns with the way that I think, way that like she feels her emotions and how she goes about life. Like, I feel like I relate to her a lot. And fun fact, Akane is also an Aries. Top 3 favorite books. One of my favorite series still to this day is called the Matched series. It's a dystopian series. It's about these people, they're in a world where they are assigned everything at birth. So they already know who their husband gonna be, they know their job, they know everything, but those two fell in love and it was not a part of their life plan. So that's what the series is about. Love that series. Black Love Signs by Thelma Brawford. Love her. And my third favorite book would have to be Still Beating. And that was another one that I read recently. I guess just because of like the shock factor. In music terms, who do you relate to the most? If y'all know, I listen to a lot of music, and if I were to relate myself to just one person, like one artist, it would definitely be Rocco. I definitely like his music. I relate to it just because like he's really big on family, hustling, and like getting his mind right. When I want to focus on something, I definitely listen to Rocco. What's 5 things you will never eat? Y'all know that I'm a foodie, but it's a lot of things like I would absolutely not eat. Soggy cereal, absolutely not. Boiled hot dogs, absolutely not. Liver, like cooked liver and onions, no. I hate bananas. I hate bananas. The texture of bananas just really just do something to me. And then like the smell of bananas, I can't stand them. What's your favorite color? My favorite color is yellow, but I really do like brown and like beige too. What's your definition of love? To sum it all up, I think that my definition of love is really like having someone to do life with. That's your partner in every aspect, mentally, emotionally, physically. Like, that's the person that matches you and that enhances you as a person, that makes you want to be a better person. I don't know if that was a good explanation. What type of wedding theme you want? That's a good question. I have no clue. I haven't really thought about like the specifics. I do want a like intimate wedding. I kind of want a fancy wedding, but a fancy wedding really don't fit me because of like food and stuff. I want to eat regular food, like my type of food that I like to eat, like hot wings and stuff like that. Like, that's something I would just have to discuss with like my husband, because I don't know. I'm all over the place. What board game do you like? I haven't played a board game in years. I like games that ask questions and stuff. So pretty much anything where we're asking questions is a game that I like, honestly. I just love to talk. Who's your favorite artist? My favorite artist is K Camp. I love K Camp, y'all. His type of music, he raps like, and it's still like an R&B type of vibe. But if you know that I just love R&B and like relaxing stuff anyway. So really like all the 80s R&B. So Isley Brothers, SOS Band, Gap, like I love all of them. Do you think aliens exist? Absolutely. I feel like aliens exist, mermaids exist. I think all that stuff exists. This world is just too big. I feel like we don't just create stuff out of thin air. If there's rumors of something existing, I feel like it exists. Even if it don't exist, it exists in somebody's mind. You feel me? What motivates you to work hard? Definitely my family, because I'm really the first person in my family doing the things that I do. So that definitely motivates me to just be a better person and to be a good role model to my siblings. Another thing that motivates me too is my dedication. When I put my mind to something, like I do not stop until it's done. So that always keeps me motivated because I know for a fact that I can achieve the things that I want to. How many siblings do you have and how many kids do you want? I have 5 siblings that I grew up with in the same house. And then my dad has 2 other children. So technically I have 7 total. When I have kids, my ideal family looks like me, my husband, 2 kids. I want a little girl. Prefer to have a girl and a boy, but you know you can't pick those things. My cane corso, because I want a cane corso dog. I love them. I've been wanting one for years. That's my dream dog. So I want one of those, and then maybe like a cat. Yeah. So that's my dream family. Pros and cons of being a content creator. The biggest pro is my community, like building the people that support me. That has always been one of my dreams. Another pro is the opportunities that you get from creating content be so random, but so fun, and it's stuff that I would have never been able to do if I didn't create content. Like all the different opportunities are just so cool to me. Cons is like, it's so time consuming, especially like editing. It's fun to do, so time consuming that sometimes it just gets a lot, like it builds on top of each other. But the biggest con to me, content creating wise, is how people feel entitled to your business, like your personal life. If it's certain things that I haven't shown that like I want to keep to myself, that should be my right as a person. And a lot of people feel so entitled to other people's lives when they post on social media. It's actually a little bit delusional. I can talk about that all night, but yeah, those are the biggest cons. What's your proudest accomplishment? My biggest accomplishment is being a 2-time graduate. Just my whole college experience, I'm extremely proud of. I did everything that I said I was going to do. I had wrote down stuff that I wanted to do and wanted to add to my resume as stuff that I had already done, and I literally manifested all of that. So I'm just extremely proud of my college experience. What are your beliefs and what led to them? So I'm not really sure on what beliefs this person was referring to, but I'm just gonna take this as a spiritual. Really, this is a hard question because I believe a lot of things. I believe in karma. What you put out is what you get back. I also believe in treating people well and being kind, because that's exactly how I want other people to treat me. So I definitely am a believer of treat people how I want to be treated. I don't do no wrong to nobody. I don't want nobody doing no wrong to me. I believe in living simply, treating people right. And what kind of led to me getting to this point is how I grew up. I literally just want to embody peace and prosperity. That's what I believe. And I just want to get to that point of just waking up every day and loving my life and being able to give that same joy to other people. Also really big on learning my family history as well. Like I said, I'm just a family girl. I hope that I answered that question all the way. I did start rambling. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? So in a timeline sense, I want to continue working the job that I work now, because build some online streams and different like avenues of making money and like passive income and stuff. Also, like I mentioned earlier, I'm really big on family, so I want to have my own family. I can't rush a timeline for that, but you know, like I do want to start, you know, building my family in the next 5 years. We'll see how that goes. Probably won't happen in the next 5 years, but I'm gonna go ahead and throw it out there. I do want to move abroad. I've mentioned this in other videos, especially like with how things are going politically in America right now. Like that is something that I want to do. So, you know, making the moves necessary that I need to make so I can support myself and my future family. If you could share a meal with 4 people, alive or dead, who would they be? I'm not really big on celebrities for real. Thelma Brawford. I mentioned her earlier with one of my favorite books. She's a Black astrologer, and I just feel like she has a lot of knowledge. That is someone that I would absolutely love to meet. I do love Mona Leo. I like Halle Bailey as well. I feel like just the persona like that she portrays online, I feel like we act alike. Flojo, if you know, I've been running track all my life. I just stopped recently 2 years ago. But Flojo, that's Florence Joyner. I love her. She was a professional track athlete. She ran the 200, 4x1. She was just like a professional sprinter. I would love to meet her and just chat it up. So what's the best piece of advice you've ever gotten? I used to have panic attacks. So I had panic attack disorder. Growing up, like I just had a lot of anxiety and stuff like built up. In the past couple of years, like I've really took very seriously of like implementing this in my life and living by it, is that everything happens for a reason. When you understand that everything happens for a reason, you do not trip over nothing. It's okay to go through and like feel your emotions and stuff, but after that, like if you can't change it, it is what it is. And if I can't change it, like what am I upset about, you know? And 9 times out of 10, if something bad happens, you got to think about it as it's like something that's happening for you, not to you. Sometimes the things that you think that you want in life isn't necessarily the things that you need. What's the moment you truly felt alive? So like I've mentioned a million times already, I'm really big on family. Just like growing up, like we were really close. And when I lived in the house, like back in high school and stuff, we would just listen to music and like blast it, dance around and just be ourselves. Like felt just so full of love. Like I just love my family. Oh, that was about to make me cry. I'm so sensitive. Another time that I really felt alive was my very first time in Houston. Me and my friend Naya went to Houston. I just had a really good time. Like I loved Houston, and that was the first time that I got to travel on my own money. Like I felt good. I was vibing. Everything was a vibe. So that was another time that I felt truly alive. What would you do differently if you could do it all over again? Honestly, I would not do anything differently. And the mistakes that I did make, because I'm not perfect, I've made plenty of mistakes in my life, I wouldn't take none of it back for anything. I feel like everything taught me a lesson, so I wouldn't change nothing. Biggest guilty pleasure right now, my biggest thing that I just really like have been enjoying to do is go to a thrift shop. I really do appreciate a bargain and then getting like a lot of stuff for the least amount of money. Thrift shops really been doing it for me lately. Another guilty pleasure that I would just say is a milkshake. I love milkshakes. I love ice cream, and I shouldn't because I am definitely lactose intolerant. Dairy breaks out my skin, and dairy also messes up my stomach, but I still will continue to have it. What's one experience that changed your life? I have 2. When I was in high school, I used to take care of my great aunt. Her name was Vivian. Me taking care of her and her passing played a very key part in my life and like my spiritual growth, because I was spending so much time with her and I truly was like taking care of another person. We were just really connected, and when she passed, it took a number on me, especially with me being so young. Like that stage of grief hit me really hard, so that was a life-changing moment in my life. Viv taught me a lot. She definitely changed my perspective on older people and like all the knowledge that they have as an older person. Also, another thing that changed my life too, like an experience, was going out of the country for the first time. That definitely solidified the fact that I want to move abroad. What are your thoughts after death? So I'm not one of those people like that fears death. When it's my time, it's my time. So I don't really think about it a lot, but I do definitely think that people after they die, that they're still here with us, just like in a different realm. I definitely feel like all my people like that have passed in my family are still watching over me, protecting me, helping me go through my daily life. So it's kind of like what my thoughts are. What's on your bucket list? Right off the top of my head, the biggest thing on my bucket list is I want to play with a flamethrower. I don't know if I want it to be like an abandoned house or what, but I want to get a flamethrower and I want to just light some stuff on fire. I don't know why, y'all. I just love fire, and I just feel like that would be so fun. That's the biggest thing on my bucket list. And then like to travel, I want to just travel and get like different experiences around the world. Why do you feel like others seek validation from others? I feel like when people seek validation from others, they're not confident in themselves. Having self-confidence is everything. You need to have confidence in yourself so you're not looking for validation in outside sources to give you what you can give yourself. Once you feel like confident with yourself and you're comfortable with yourself, you don't need nothing from nobody else. You know, it's nice to have people like compliment you. It's nice to hear reassurance. That should be like a nice touch. In addition, you should be confident enough in yourself and in your abilities and you as a person. And then anything else people give you is just extra. What's one thing to say to a person who broke your heart?
Huh?
Is it bad that I don't have nothing to say? I believe everything happens for a reason, so I don't have nothing like negative to say. I hope that y'all are doing good in life. What's your favorite quality about yourself? Not to be conceited, but I have a few. Best quality about myself is how open-minded I am. I'm always down to learn something. I'm always down to hear people's point of views on things. Like, I truly feel like I can talk to anybody, you know, if they want to be talked to, because I ain't gonna talk to nobody that don't want to be talked to. And have a great conversation with literally anyone. Another thing that I really love about myself is my determination. When I get motivated to do something, like, I'm going to do it. If I set a plan or if I set a goal, like, it's gonna get done. What's your love language? My love language is physical touch, y'all. Physical touch. I like massages. I like getting my hair washed. It's a very thin line with that too, because I only like it when it comes to my partner. And then like with other people, I have to initiate like giving hugs and like stuff like that, because I don't like when random people touch me. And I don't like when people touch me without like permission. Like, drives me absolutely insane. Quality time. I do love spending time with my partner too, so like that's really big to me as well. What do you think is the meaning of life? So I feel like the meaning of life is to learn yourself. Learning yourself is a never-ending cycle, because as you continue to go through experiences and go through life, you as a person, you'll change. So I feel like really getting to know yourself and getting to know your purpose in life is what life is about. When you love yourself, you're comfortable with yourself, you see life through a different lens. What's your favorite childhood memory? One that comes to my mind immediately is spending time at my granny's house. If y'all know, my granny passed recently over the summer. She used to take care of me and my siblings while my mom worked sometimes, and just like walking down to her house, because she lived really close, eating Sunday dinner at her house, her cutting up watermelon on the porch with her machete, like inspired me to get a machete. Like, what's the craziest thing you've done? Girl in middle school was messing with my sister. So I had went to go fight her. I had put my Timbs on. I literally chased her down the street, and she ran into one of our neighbors' house. Like, she was an older lady. Her name was Miss Kathy. She ran in Miss Kathy's house and like hid in the house. And I didn't leave. Like, I waited on her to come outside, beating on the door, like I think that's the craziest thing that I did for real, because I was not playing. Like, you do not disrespect my siblings. You do not disrespect nobody like in my circle and think you're gonna get away with it. Like, I waited on her to come outside. That was crazy. What's the craziest thing that's happened to me? I'll just run through like briefly. And if y'all want like a story time on any of these, I will gladly do a story time. The craziest thing that's happened to me, y'all, is I literally had a stalker. He was my friend at the time. At least I thought we were friends. And he was like just obsessed with me. He was telling people that he was in a relationship with me and that I just broke his heart. And when I confronted him about that, he just acted like I was the delusional one. He followed me after class. He would pop by my room. We had a really big argument because I told him I didn't want to be his friend anymore. Like, I tried to cut him off and he wasn't going for it. So like, yeah, that whole experience was absolutely insane. Another crazy thing that has happened to me, I had to report this man for indecent exposure. I was walking to my car. This man had jumped out of his car with wearing just a t-shirt. Like, no pants, no drawers, no nothing. Nothing at the bottom, y'all, and does like this. It shakes his junk at me. And then when I went to go report him, he did get arrested, because not only did he do that to me, he was doing it around campus and he was doing it in Tuscaloosa. So people were actually looking for him. I was the one that got him caught because I had a picture of his license plate, and that's how they found him. So yeah, I'm gonna just do a story time on just crazy experiences that I've had with men. How about that? At this point, because it's a lot. I could talk about that all night. Why did I choose DST? As y'all know, I am a member of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. I chose Delta for a number of reasons. The biggest reason is sisterhood. My aunties are Deltas as well. And when I was growing up, I saw my auntie like in college. Her and her line sisters were extremely close, and like they did everything together. And I got to just witness like their relationship with each other, and that's something that I wanted. I'm really big on family, so I wanted to find family in other people. I got what I wanted. I got line sisters for life. I have people in my network that have my back. What's your favorite fast food chain? Arby's. I love Arby's. If you know, you know. I love their sliders. I love their shakes. I love Arby's. One that I've actually built a relationship with as far as being like a food creator, Whataburger. They have been extremely sweet to me. My favorite pillow came from Whataburger. Love them. If you had your own show, what would it be? I feel like YouTube is my show. If I had my own show, it would just be like my YouTube channel all over the place. Y'all will see days in my life. Y'all will see natural hair content, anime content. Y'all will see every single thing that I like to do. You will see in my content. That's what would be on my show if I had one. This be the life of Anaya Chelsea. So that's the end of the questions, y'all. If you have any other questions that I didn't answer, make sure y'all drop them in the comments because I will do a part 2 if y'all want one. So yeah, I love y'all. Thank y'all for watching. Bye.